announces he's running for a second term.
And Western Technical College is introducing new athletic programs this fall.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. La Crosse County State Senator Brad Pfaff is running for re-election.
The Democrat is seeking his second term for the 32nd Senate District seat. The Onalaska native in 2020 narrowly defeated former State Senator Dan Kapanke in what was then a record spending race that denied Republicans a Senate supermajority. In a campaign announcement today at Sprout Early Learning Center, Pfaff says he'll continue to fight for working-class families if re-elected. He says state government needs to support child care providers, public schools, and a woman's right to choose.
We need to expand Badger Care so more people can get access to the health care that they deserve. We need to cap the price of insulin. We need to invest in manufacturing and technology. I believe we can work together. I believe we can find common ground.
Pfaff's district looks slightly different under new legislative maps. The 32nd gains Sparta and the Galesville and Ettrick area, but loses all of Crawford County. A Marquette Law analysis says the old district map leaned 54.1% blue. The new maps bumps that up by 0.1%.
A bill requiring Wisconsin schools to teach Hmong and Asian American histories was signed into law today. Governor Tony Evers signing the bipartisan bill into law at an elementary school in Wausau. Hmong make up 12% of Wausau's residents. According to the Hmong American Center, under current law, Wisconsin is required to teach K-12 grades Black, Hispanic, and Native American histories. The new law adds Hmong and Asian American histories to that curriculum. Governor Evers says understanding the history of the Hmong culture can help us to better understand our own communities.
People just don't realize, we welcome people into this country as immigrants, but it ain't easy for them. And we just have to make sure that we learn from the past.
According to the Hmong American Center, Wisconsin has the third highest Hmong population with 50,000 residents, behind California at 80,000 and Minnesota at 70,000.
Western Technical College is adding 2 new athletic programs this fall. The school announcing today students will be able to participate in clay target shooting and powerlifting. Students participating in clay target shooting would compete once a week in the USA Clay Target League. And those who decide to pick up powerlifting can compete in the USA Powerlifting League. However, they would not be required to. This announcement comes after Western Technical released a statement in January saying they were dropping men and women's basketball. Participants can be full or part-time students.
Construction is underway for a new pedestrian and bike bridge in West Salem. Today, construction workers were able to start installing the bridge after bad weather delayed the project yesterday. The bridge goes over the La Crosse River near Veterans Memorial Park. The new bridge is part of a La Crosse County Highway Department's project to connect the Onalaska Bike Trail to the West Salem Bike Trail. The bridge installation should be done by the end of the week.
A bear living in a culvert near Eau Claire's airport has been relocated. The city of Eau Claire saying today their utility division worked with the USDA to relocate the bear to public land in northern Wisconsin. Officials believe this bear is the same one that wandered into the area to hibernate last fall. Although the bear is relocated, city officials say members of the public should still remain vigilant when using parks and trails and to stay alert and always have pets on a leash.
Happening today in the Coulee region, the Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration hosting a documentary screening at La Crosse's Rivoli Theater. The documentary, Going Home Like a Shooting Star, highlights Thea Bowman's journey to sainthood. Bowman was a vocal advocate for cultural awareness and inclusion within the church. Her cause for sainthood opened in 2018. A Q&A for the documentary starts at 7:30 p.m. tonight, and the screening runs from 8 until 9.
Plenty of cloud cover and temperatures around 40 degrees when I had the dogs out for a walk today. Maybe a little bit more sun potential this weekend, Greg?
Yeah, definitely the sun is going to be back here for tomorrow, and especially as we go into Saturday. Cloud cover persisted with the low still to our east, so we still got that northwest flow around it with a few sprinkles or even some flurries we had earlier this morning. But all in all, we're starting to lose some of the cloud cover. Temperatures in the mid 40s. We should be highs generally in the low to mid 50s right now, so still below average. For this evening, we're going to start losing some of the cloud cover. Temperatures slowly going back down, but the winds will be be far lighter than we've seen previous evenings, so that's the good news in both locations. In fact, Eau Claire might actually see mostly clear skies getting closer to 10 or 11 p.m. with temperatures 35 and very light north wind, so that's the good news. Overall, wind speeds have reduced here. Just a few sprinkles, flurries out there right now, but everything is pretty much further to the east. Right now, as we kind of time out, you can see there'll be clearing skies, off and on cloud cover throughout the night. Fairly light winds as you go out through it, your morning time frame. We'll see temperatures then fall out all the way back down to the upper 20s to low 30s in most locations, but we will still have cloud cover off and on tomorrow because we're still kind of in the influences of that low to the east. But coming up next, we'll kind of break down if the whole weekend's dry, cloud cover for the eclipse Monday because everyone's going to be concerned about the eclipse coming up, and when we'll actually see those 60s, which keeps getting pushed back a little bit more, but we are going to see some potentially next week.
All right.
Okay.
Eventually.
Yep.
Eventually, yes.
Thanks, Greg. Well, the U.S. may be on the verge of changing some of its support for Israel following the airstrikes on aid workers that killed 7.
One of the aid workers was a dual U.S.-Canadian citizen. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
President Biden called Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and expressed outrage over the killing of 7 aid workers during an Israeli airstrike in Gaza.
President, well, all of us, but particularly the president, was certainly shaken by the attack on the WCK convoy.
The White House says Biden made it clear that Israel needs to announce concrete steps to protect civilians, aid workers, and address humanitarian suffering in Gaza in the next few hours and days.
If we don't see the changes that we need to see, there'll be changes in our own policy.
The humanitarian crisis is further challenged, with World Central Kitchen halting its operations in Gaza following the deaths of their workers. Other nonprofits have followed suit.
100% of the population in Gaza knows acute levels of food insecurity. 100% of the population is in need of humanitarian assistance.
Chef Jose Andres, the founder of World Central Kitchen, says he doesn't buy Israel's explanation. The strike was a mistake because his organization coordinates its movements with the Israeli military.
It was really a direct attack on a clearly marked vehicles.
The attack killed 33-year-old Jacob Flickinger, and his parents told CBS News they don't believe it was a mistake either.
The facts on the ground seem to indicate that it wasn't a quote, tragic accident.
Flickinger, a military veteran, leaves behind an 18-month-old son. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Delaware Senator Chris Coons, one of President Biden's closest allies in Congress, said today that he believes any new U.S. military aid to Israel should now come with conditions to protect civilians.
Climate change could be affecting your cup of joe in the morning.
Scientists working in Africa are using new tech to promote sustainable coffee farming.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjords sales event. Get $200 off all Fjords chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjords showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
Are you or a loved one having troubles getting in and out of the bathtub safely? Has the high cost of remodeling left you without options? I'm Tim with Tri-State Tub to Shower Conversions, and I've been serving the Tri-State area since 1992. And I would love to make your bathing experience safe and affordable. We use your existing tub and remove the front section for easy accessibility. And for an affordable cost, call today.
Get an 11% rebate on Minwax products from Menards. Protect your projects with a top coat finish. Fast-drying polyurethane provides long-lasting protection for all types of wood surfaces. A quart is on sale for $14.48 plus 11% rebate. Minwax polyacrylic is a fast-drying, water-based protective wood finish that adds beauty to woodwork, furniture, doors, and cabinets. A quart is on sale for $20.78 plus 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now, my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
Come into Comfort during the International Furniture Fjord Sales Event. Get $200 off all Fjord's chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A recall involving handheld garment steamers has been expanded. The Consumer Product Safety Commission said the recall now includes more than 1.5 million Black & Decker Easy garment steamers, including those that were repaired when they were previously recalled in November 2022. You should immediately stop using the steamer. They pose a burn risk as they can spray or leak hot water while in use. Since the initial recall, there have been 317 reports of hot water spraying, including 82 reports of burns. The steamers were sold in store and online at Walmart, Target, Amazon, and other retailers. Affected customers can get a full refund.
Disney Plus is cracking down on password sharing. The streaming platform will start to curb password sharing in June in some countries and then more broadly in September. It's part of Disney's efforts to boost signups and revenue as the streaming service continues to lose money. CEO Bob Iger pointed to the jump in signups its rival Netflix has seen since its recent crackdown on password sharing. According to data from Antenna, the subscription media company, Netflix added 100,000 new accounts in the 2 days after its crackdown went into effect. Iger called Netflix the gold standard in streaming and said he hopes a similar boost could help move the company's streaming platform toward profitability.
Ford is delaying production of 2 all-electric vehicles to allow time for the EV market to mature. Instead, it will focus on hybrid versions of all of its North American vehicles by 2030. As for the delays, a large all-electric SUV with 3 rows is being pushed to 2027, and an all-electric pickup truck is being delayed until 2026. The move comes as the entire auto industry rethinks plans for EVs.
Scientists say the effects of climate change are threatening a morning ritual for millions, that cherished cup of coffee.
Researchers overseas are rolling out new technology to help preserve the treasured tradition.
Italian scientists attached electrodes to 20 plants at this coffee farm in East Africa to monitor how a changing climate can tweak the taste of Arabica coffee. Those beans make up more than half of the world's coffee, and in Tanzania, where much of it is grown, trouble is brewing with unpredictable rainfall and extended droughts.
I saw suddenly an acceleration of competition for the water. Also less water flow in the river, the double effect.
Now, the tech team says electrodes attached to the plants record and decode their electrical signals to reveal what they need, like water or more sun, helping to boost yield, enhance sustainability, and optimize irrigation. Experts say if this system proves to be successful for coffee crops, it could be applied to a wide range of agricultural sectors affected by climate change.
The nation's largest egg producer shuts down production.
It's after a major outbreak of avian flu affected over 1 million of their chickens.
We're looking at dry conditions for Friday and Saturday. Rain's coming, in fact, for Sunday, but then we're going to kind of time out what it looks like for cloud cover going into the eclipse, which will affect some of the area here. I'll break all that down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money. And you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
It's big, really big. It's the Weekend Furniture Blowout at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. This weekend, for 4 big days, we've slashed prices on hundreds of items store-wide. Sofas, sectionals, and recliners from Flexsteel, Decor Rest, and Smith Brothers. Bedrooms and dining rooms from Daniels Amish and Canadell. Plus the area's finest selection of leather from Stressless and Lazy Boy. You'd better hurry. You won't see furniture of this quality at these prices again. The Weekend Furniture Blowout. It's this weekend only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Cal-Maine, the nation's largest egg producer, shut down production and culled more than 1.5 million chickens after a major bird flu outbreak at its Palmer Country, Texas plant.
That number represents less than 1% of chickens in the U.S.
Now, this comes as 6 states are reporting outbreaks of avian flu among dairy cows. This week, a Texas dairy worker had pink eye after testing positive for the virus, becoming only the second known human case in the U.S. Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller says there's no reason for people to be alarmed.
The only way you could get it from eggs is if you ate them raw. I don't think that's going to be a problem. To consumers, eggs are safe.
Now, you can't get bird flu from eating thoroughly cooked poultry or eggs, according to the USDA, who also advises people wash their hands after handling raw meat and eggs. The CDC says it's continuing to work with the USDA, FDA, and state health departments to monitor people exposed to animals infected with these viruses.
If you're experiencing itchy eyes and congestion, you are not alone. Roughly 1 in 4 American adults are allergic to airborne irritants such as pollen and mold. And unfortunately, that number is rising. Plus, doctors are seeing symptoms get more severe as the season extends longer than ever. A recent study published by the National Institutes of Health found over the last 30 years, pollen seasons have started about 20 days earlier and lasted 8 days longer. There's also been about 20% more pollen produced annually. Scientists say this is likely caused by climate change.
Well, in spite of the pollen, I am ready to start seeing things bloom like that. I know it's been a little gray outside, but it looks like we should be seeing the sun peek behind from those clouds, right, Greg, in a couple of days.
Start seeing more sun a little bit tomorrow. Then Saturday looks pretty sunny, but then we are going to have rain coming back on for your Sunday. That's the problem that we'll be dealing with, and then showers continue on Monday. So the best days coming up are going to be tomorrow and especially Saturday. Sunday doesn't look that great, and even Monday we're going to have more showers, and of course we'll have cloud cover, which will play a factor in how we see the eclipse or not. But overall tonight, the big story is just going to be light winds. We're going to see a little bit of clearing skies, off and on cloud cover, but the winds will be light, so you'll wake up with generally upper 20s to low 30s, partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow we'll see a little bit more sun in the morning, then more clouds that kind of develop in the afternoon, but still we'll see some sun, so temperatures should get up into the 40s by noon for most locations, and then top off in the upper 40s to low 50s generally in locations with a light northeast wind and more clearing, especially as we go towards tomorrow's evening. So Friday evening looks actually fairly nice. Light winds, temperatures lowering back down in the 30s, but no issues to go on for Friday evening activities. Going into Saturday, once again, that's probably going to be the best day. That flow turns around from the southeast, so that should help to warm the temperatures up a little bit. We'll see the system begin to approach, but it's going to take its time. As you see the low wrapping up down in Nebraska, it'll begin to lift up that rain band, but that really won't approach the area until we get to early Sunday. So all day Saturday, even Saturday night should be dry. This low is going to wrap that precipitation all the way, that band all the way through the area, pretty much through Sunday into Sunday night. Right now, we don't see too much of a chance to see a changeover or any snow, but something we'll keep an eye on, especially further north you go. But once that band comes through here, the low is going to kind of be sitting out to our west, so we could see rotating little bands of precipitation through early Monday, maybe even Monday afternoon as it begins to totally lift to the north. Then we'll see what goes on Monday afternoon, because that'll begin to lift north. We may see a break in the afternoon, and that involves if we're going to see the cloud cover persist through the eclipse. But precipitation chances really wrap up Sunday into Sunday night, and then they kind of tail back down towards Monday as it becomes more showery in nature as this begins to lift to the north. So that's kind of what we're going to see. And so Saturday looks good, Sunday's wet, Monday probably somewhat wet, but it won't be an all-day rain. It'll just be a little bit more chillier too with temperatures going on. Then Tuesday we should start seeing drying conditions, but it will take some time for that low to get out of here. If you're looking at the eclipse, really we're kind of in that 80% right near La Crosse. It kind of tails off as you go further north, so we're looking at about 80%. Obviously the total one is further to the south east of us. Cloud cover with that low centered, it's going to be worse conditions probably further north you go. Better chance that we're going to have less cloud covers further south you go. This could change, but right now it's seemed to be the trend. So that's a good news for the areas that are going to have 100% down there, that towards Indianapolis, southern Illinois, that they're going to have a probably good chance for clearing skies. Us and further north, still a little bit up in the question if we're going to see that break in the afternoon that we're expecting with that low, and maybe even some showers. So we'll kind of tail that up. We'll kind of fine-tune that as we get closer to the event there. But overall for tonight, clearing skies, partly cloudy skies here and there, upper 20s to low 30s with a light wind. And then tomorrow we're going to look at conditions generally warmer, upper 40s to low 50s, off and on cloud cover with some sun too with the lighter winds. And then it gets even better for Saturday with temperatures getting back up into the mid-50s. And then Sunday, wet conditions lingering into Monday. Tuesday we dry out. We might get some 60s next week, but we also are not going to be entirely dry the rest of the week either, so that we'll keep an eye on that. But a lot of questions with the cloud cover solar eclipse. Like I said, further southeast you go, better chance, better confidence. Worse as you go further north, which they won't see as much anyway with the eclipse.
All right. Thanks for the update, Craig.
Well, the upcoming solar eclipse is a once-in-a-lifetime event.
It sure is, and one woman gets to celebrate the big occasion on a milestone birthday.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
It's the spring sale at Home Furniture. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Get 5, 10, and even 15% off sale prices throughout the store. Plus, get interest-free financing during the spring sale going on now at Home Furniture.
Stock up this month with the Holman Locker and Meat Market's 10-pound sale. Save on pork loin roast, ground beef, chicken breast, and chuck roast. Please call to order. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
You want to provide something safe and reliable, something that won't break down when they need it and is there to support them in the good times and bad. Purchasing a vacuum is like buying a car. You want the best for what you pay for. A vacuum you can depend on to last years. Don't settle for a cheap big box model when you can get a vacuum that is made to last and does exactly what it needs to do. Visit A1 Vacuum Sales and Service.
A1 Vacuum. Our business is picking up.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches paired with a caramel frappe.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our spring freezer filler bundle. It's full of chicken, beef, pork, and shrimp. Call to order yours today. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
It's the spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Get 5, 10, and even 15% off sale prices on porch and patio. Plus, get a free cornhole game set with a patio purchase of $9.99 or more. The spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Telling the stories of our community. We're always on and where you can find us. News 8 Now. Expect more.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Well, the countdown begins for the total solar eclipse that will be seen over several cities in the United States come April 8th. That's Monday.
It sure is. But a northern New York woman is gearing up for what she calls a momentous occasion in more ways than one.
Dot Pelkey will be celebrating her 102nd birthday on April 8th, the same day as the total solar eclipse, and she can hardly wait.
I'm anxious. I want to live to see it. I didn't want to live to my birthday. I wanted to live to see this. And I guess I'll make it. It's not too far away.
Far away at all. All right, but it won't be her first time experiencing the phenomenon.
No, she remembers the last time something like this happened when she saw a partial solar eclipse back in 1932. Everyone at the retirement home where Dot lives is thrilled for the eclipse and her birthday to coincide, and Dot is absolutely determined to see it.
It's one thing of a lifetime. You know, you don't see that very often, so I'm trying to be here to see it.
She will definitely be here to see it, and I love that solar eclipse themed birthday party.
Yes, it looked fantastic.
I wonder if some other people are having that this weekend for their kids.
Wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Doesn't come around often.
Exactly. One to remember for sure, right? Yeah. All right, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
Get ready for the Spring Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on April 13th and 14th. Entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Spring Gift and Craft Show.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When you're ready to get out and prep your yard for spring, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 gift card with a $100 purchase of Scotts products. Like Scotts Turf Builder Weed and Feed, $64.99 after sale and mail-in rebate. Or Scotts Turf Builder with Halt's Crabgrass Preventer, $69.99 after sale and rebate. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
Whether you're looking for a lake home, a second home, or your first home, let Town & Country Housing introduce you to quality living in our factory-built homes. Town & Country Housing has homes that will meet your style and budget. Tour our model homes and see how spacious and grand living can be. Our homes are built with energy efficiency in mind. You pick your dream home, and we take care of the rest. Your dream home is waiting. Start living your best life. Join us this weekend for our open house. Town & Country Housing, Chippewa Falls.
Let River City Grill in Winona, Minnesota be your new go-to dinner destination. We provide exceptional service no matter the occasion. From date nights to family outings with the kids, we have something for everybody at the table. Enjoy one of our 23 tap beers and pair it with a burger and fries during our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. Or, for a fine dining experience, try our salmon and steak entrees paired with our amazing signature cocktails. River City Grill, located in Winona, Minnesota. Call or book an online reservation today. Get ready for the Spring Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on April 13th and 14th. Entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Spring Gift and Craft Show.
All right, tonight we just have less cloud cover, lighter winds, upper 20s, low 50s, excuse me, not low 50s, low 30s. And otherwise,
you wish.
I wish. Eventually, we'll get the 50s tomorrow.
Thanks for joining us.